Okay, this is just a quick tutorial on how to get MIT App Inventor up and working on the school computers. So the first thing we need is a little program running in the background, which is down here. So we go to Start, All Programs, ICT or NT Applications, depending on the computer, and just look for the MIT App Inventor. Here it is, App Inventor. And this will open on this little window. There you go, it's running. And this allows us to create a virtual phone later on. So now I'm going to go to Google Chrome. I'm going to do a search for the MIT App Inventor version 2. Quick search, here it is, App Inventor version 2. It'll ask you to sign in. Now you've got your own Google accounts. So it's your school email address, which is for you, lastname.firstname at accrington-academy.org. Put my password in. And when you've logged on, you'll get this message saying, do you give MIT App Inventor permission to use your account? So yes, I want to allow access. I want to remember this, so it doesn't keep asking me. As soon as I do that, I get up the MIT App Inventor. And there we go. So here's my first little example. This is the one I suggest doing first. This is a hello world. So what I've done on my interface here is dragged in a label and an image. So over on the left hand here, I picked up label, dragged it over. I picked up image and dragged it over, and then I used this little tool up here to upload the picture I wanted to see. Now at this point, once you've written something, you've hopefully got a picture on, you want to test it. So we need to connect. Now if you have a phone or an Android device, you can connect it via USB, but we're going to use the emulator. I'm going to press emulator, and now I wait. And what this will do is launch the MIT App Inventor's Android phone. It's a virtual phone. Now while this is happening, you can have a look here and we can see something here is happening. My phone has appeared. Now I would suggest while this is happening, make this window a little bit smaller so we can see our Android phone on the side. And just like a real phone, it takes a second to turn on. Now it looks like a real phone. You can do some of the things you can do on a real phone. We can't unfortunately make phone calls. You can use most of the other functionality on here. If you have an actual phone connected via USB, you've got to remember to turn on the debugging service. There we are, we can see my phone's now running. Parent SD card, so all things you'll actually see on a real Android phone. And my countdown's nearly there, so I should be ready to... There we are. Now we're starting an app on the phone, which will appear here. So the MIT app, and this is what lets us test our apps are working. So there are apps while we're testing them will run inside this. So there we are. The phone's up and running. I'm connected. And there's my Hello World app. And if I were to change something on here, so if I go to Hello World and say Hello School, the app will refresh over here and say Hello School. And again, I can click on my image and say, well, I want to change this to a different file. I can upload a file, choose it from my area, change that picture. I can also click on one of these, so currently I've got an image there. I can say, well, which picture is it? Well, in fact, I want this one. Select the little man. There it is. It's a bit large there, so I would change the width and height to make it fit. So that's our starting point.